survey says, first person on our list is going to be JD Nelson. JD is the Senior Manager of Marketing Operations for Vimeo. His session is S334 on the Adobe Summit registration website. It's Web Personalization and Content AI in the Real World. It'll be Wednesday, March 27th, going from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. JD, welcome. The floor is all yours. I'm going to turn off the screen share and feel free to take her away.
Cool, thanks. You guys just get to look at my pretty face the whole time because I won't be sharing anything on the screen. But yeah, hi everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm JD. I'm a two-time Marketo champion, and I'll be presenting, as we talked about, the web personalization and content AI in the real world. I was drawn to this topic many years ago when web personalization kind of started becoming a mainstream thing, and I jumped at the chance when Marketo first launched the ability to have this back in, I want to say it was in the end of 2016. And for those of you that kind of aren't familiar with these two products, web personalization and content AI, I'll kind of cover it for you guys here. Web personalization, really by definition, is what allows us as marketers to identify and segment and even target the visitors to our site. And it's not just the ability to say, hi, JD, welcome to my site, because that's kind of creepy. Don't do that too much. But while you could do that, if you really want to, my session kind of talks more about identifying and targeting people based on their personas or demographic information. We'll look at a campaign that I ran where instead of putting a banner on our site for, hey, come to an event near you, and we'll let you kind of self-qualify on whether that is actually near you or not, we targeted only people in specific cities that we were going to visit. So we were able to say, hey, we're coming to Los Angeles, we're coming to New York, and the only people that would end up seeing this were personally targeted by these campaigns, and so we'll kind of see the results and the value that type of targeting brought to us. Another topic that we'll cover is designing your website kind of to specifically support your individual visitor's industry. And we'll look at specific phrases and imagery rather than kind of bland, non-specific jargon that people may put on their website. For example, we would do a campaign where we would talk about innovation in banking increases employee engagement 10x. Rather than just saying, hey, innovation is cool, we focus on banking, and we show that to people that are in the financial services sector. And for us, that was a way to really personalize the entire site just for them, because ultimately when I talk about personalization, it's more about kind of subliminally connecting with website visitors. It's not to creep them out. It's just to make things more relevant or easier, or in the right instance, more difficult. And we'll talk about that in fun ways in my session. Content AI, on the other hand, kind of takes it a step further and is simply, the ability to predictively recommend the right piece of content to the right person each time. And this spans both your website and your email sends that you're doing. So it's a huge time saver. If you're a fan of tokens and snippets because they save you time, then you'll love Content AI for very similar reasons. It's a quick and easy way to put assets throughout your visitor's journey that change over time without having to do anything. So if you have a blog post that recommends additional content and has 3 static posts on the right rail of your site, your visitors will really start to lose interest over time because they'll see the same 3 there unless you go back and change them. However, with Content AI, if those 3 posts are changing, they're changing order, they're changing topics, it's not the same 3, it's 1 of 10 different posts, and it shows to the right people at different times, then you start to see people engaging more. And so we'll look into kind of those kind of campaigns and how they span both from your website all the way into your emails, into things that you're cloning already, and you don't have to do any of the work. So I like to think of my session as kind of a demo without the sales pitch, kind of like user group meetings, right? There's no sales pitch involved. But I like to show kind of the back end of the system. I take a deep dive covering almost every page that's available in these two platforms. They're not huge, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time. But I'll also cover some of the pitfalls that await unsuspecting first-time users. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. We'll go through the campaigns and the metrics, and we'll see the different kind of lift that I experienced with my use of all of those. So I hope you're all able to attend in March and participate in the Q&A afterwards. That seems to be what draws a lot of people, is asking really specific questions sometimes on the content. So really love to dig into it and see how personalization and predictive gets in the mix.
That's great, JD. Thank you so much for that. And I was at your session last year, really enjoyed it a lot, but before having met you, and I learned a lot from that too. So really excited to see what you've got for this year. The real important thing here at the end of this is, if you want to come to Adobe Summit, you haven't made the commitment to do so yet. It's summit.adobe.com to be able to sign up. We have a special super secret discount code for everybody who's listening to this and watching this, gives you $700 off the ticket price. It's S19MN as you go to sign up, and that brings the price down considerably for you to be able to sign in. So we'd love to be able to have you here, come into Summit and join us and get a chance to meet some of these people firsthand. Everybody's really approachable, and that was the thing that I discovered